Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're discussing the execution of Marcellus Williams in Missouri, a case that has sparked significant controversy and debate. Marcellus Williams was executed by lethal injection on Tuesday evening, after the U.S. Supreme Court denied a stay of execution. At 55 years old, Williams had spent years challenging his murder conviction, arguing that new evidence cast doubt on his guilt. This included claims of bias during jury selection and contamination of the murder weapon. Before the trial, despite these arguments and appeals from the victim's family to spare his life, the Supreme Court, Missouri's Supreme Court, and the governor all refused to intervene. The High Court's decision came without explanation, which is typical for cases on their emergency docket. Justices Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson expressed dissent regarding the decision to deny a stay. Williams was convicted in 2001 for the 1998 murder of Felicia Gale, a former newspaper reporter. Governor Mike Parson stated that the execution aimed to bring finality to a case that had dragged on for decades, re-victimizing the victim's family. He emphasized that no court had found Williams' innocence claim credible. After 2 decades of judicial proceedings, Williams maintained his innocence until the end, according to his attorney, Larry Comp. Comp expressed disbelief over the execution of what he believed to be an innocent man, stating that Williams faced his death in peace. Another attorney, Tricia Rojo Bushnell, criticized the system, arguing that it prioritized finality over fairness even when key figures, including the prosecutor and jurors, did not want Williams executed. The NAACP condemned the execution, asserting that it represented a failure of justice, especially given the involvement of racial issues in the case. Recently, the St. Louis County top prosecutor joined Williams' defense team in seeking to overturn his conviction after new testimony suggested contamination of the evidence used in the trial. Williams' case highlights the inherent risks of capital punishment, as at least 200 individuals sentenced to death since 1973 have been exonerated, including 4 in Missouri. His last statement reflected his devout faith, and he requested chicken wings and tater tots for his final meal. Witnesses, including his son and 2 attorneys, were present as he was executed. Around 100 demonstrators protested outside the prison, advocating against capital punishment and calling for justice in Williams' case. Both the prosecution and defense sought to intervene in the execution proceedings, but ultimately, the Missouri Supreme Court found that Williams' team failed to demonstrate clear evidence of his innocence. Governor Parson, who had the authority to halt the execution, stated that Williams had exhausted all legal options. The victim's family had expressed their support for a life sentence instead of execution, but this plea was ignored by the state attorney general, who opposed a deal that would have allowed Williams to enter an Alford plea for life in prison. This case has raised profound questions about the reliability of the justice system and the potential for executing innocent individuals. The actions taken by Governor Parson and the Missouri courts have led many to argue that the system values finality over fairness, sparking ongoing discussions about capital punishment in America. Thanks for watching. If you found this case compelling, please like and subscribe for more discussions on justice and legal issues. See you next time.